Hey, I'm Jo, welcome to my channel where I am on a quest to be less miserable, and you'll be pleased to hear that so far it's going quite well. Today I'm going to talk a little bit in more detail about mindfulness, not to be confused with mindfulness, the scientifically proven benefits of mindfulness and how we can implement them in our lives easy peasy lemon squeezy. If you haven't watched it already, I'd definitely suggest watching my slowing down video first, because that kind of eases you into the whole idea of mindfulness. Just to let you know, I am not actually a doctor or a mindfulness guru. I'm just your average Joe, literally. Interested in a better life, how we can do this, and why we should be doing this. I'm not prescribing you to be mindful to solve all of your problems. If you're really struggling, please seek professional medical advice. However, if you're struggling a little bit with life, I'd love for you to try out what I'm doing and to let me know how you're getting on with these things as well. I just want the best for me and for you. What I'm doing seems to be working, so I just thought I'd share these things with you, and then if you wanted to give them a go, you can. They're mostly low cost, if not totally free. They don't take up a lot of time, and in some cases they're actually taking up less time because I'm trying to do less. When you have loads to do with no structure, your mind's all over the place. You're doing one thing, like cooking dinner, but perhaps you're worrying about work the next day. Or you're taking a phone call or something, and before you know it, your dinner's totally fucked. Because you weren't concentrating on it. When you're multitasking, you're multi-focusing. Everything takes longer because you're not just concentrating on one thing. If you do end up putting all of your attention and focus on that one task, it takes a shorter amount of time and it's probably going to be better. How can it be the best it can be if your mind is thinking about something else? How can you be efficient with your time if your mind is wandering? If you're 100% focused, you can get it done and then move on to the next thing. It's all about being in the moment, being in the now, instead of thinking about the past or the future. Those things you can't change. Okay, so what is mindfulness? Mindfulness is the practice of being fully present, fully engaged in the moment, without judgment. Research shows that incorporating mindfulness into our lives can have profound effects on our mental and physical well-being. We're not necessarily talking about becoming a Buddhist monk. We can do this through meditation, but it doesn't just have to be through meditation. I have found Headspace a really good place to start if you did want to meditate. But we can do it by just being more present in daily tasks. Being mindful can be done anywhere, anytime, doing anything. The only thing that you need to do is have your mind completely focused in on what you're doing. So not thinking about anything else, no distractions like noise or music in the background. It's just about that one task and being totally present for that. And like most things in your life, the more you practice it, the more you do it, the less you have to think about it and the easier it becomes. Of course, there will be times where it's easier than others. Something that I've found really helpful is to limit the amount of distractions that are around me. And my number one distraction is my phone. If I did want to meditate, work, do emails, even watch TV, I'll put my phone on Do Not Disturb. Then I can fully focus on what I'm doing with no distractions, just checking my phone, or even if it buzzes, that'll distract me. Then when I'm taking a break, I can check my phone for any messages, if I remember. I've also moved all my social media apps from my home screen to a different page so that I have to actually search for them. They're not just staring at me the moment I unlock my phone. And these few extra minutes of finding the apps make me think, do I really want to doom scroll? Or can I do something else with my time? I've also really tried to reduce my scrolling time in general. If I do go on social media, it's to reply to posts, comments, or to actually post something. Every now and again I'll have a little scroll, but I tend to think to myself, is there something else I'd rather be doing with this time? And generally there is. If I plan and structure my time efficiently, I don't really have time to go on social media, or I don't want to. I feel like it's a bit of a waste of time now. So let's get into the science a little bit. Studies have shown that a regular mindfulness practice can reduce stress and anxiety levels by decreasing the activity in the amygdala, and that's the brain's fear centre. Mindfulness has also been linked to improve cognitive function and focus. Research indicates that mindfulness increases the grey matter in your brain, and that's associated with learning, memory, and emotional regulation. But the benefits of mindfulness actually go beyond the mind. Whoa! It can also positively affect our physical health. Research shows that it can lower our blood pressure, increase our immune system, and even help with chronic pains. Being mindful can actually enhance your relationships. It can make you feel more empathy and compassion towards others. I'm not sure about you, but if I'm having a conversation with someone and they just start scrolling, or they get a text and start replying while I'm talking to them, I would rather just go and walk off and talk to myself. Having mindful conversations where everyone involved is 100% concentrated on that conversation is how deeper relationships form. Something I realised I would like more of, rather than someone that gives zero shits about what's coming out of your mouth. It's so easy to get caught up in this fast-paced living that we are all experiencing, being stressed out and just accepting that that is your life. However, cultivating mindfulness can be a powerful tool to manage our busy lives. It can help us to be calmer and more peaceful on the inside and the outside, whether that does end up actually being through meditation practices or just by being more present in our daily activities. Incorporating mindfulness can have a profound effect on our well-being. Thank you for joining me on this journey into the world of mindfulness. Remember how many benefits there are to mindfulness. There's science behind it. They're real, it's facts. So stay present, stay mindful, and embrace the peace within.